Hey guys, Megan here.
And I'm Stephanie.
About had a spider attack.
Yeah.
And we are
Megan's
Barn Besties.
traumatized.
Sorry.
It's going to be okay, Megan. We're here today with Mary, and we are learning all the things at her farm. And in front of the camera was a spider, but behind the camera is Mr. Cameraman. No, behind us is her feed room, and we're going to learn all the things about her feed area. This is adorable, and I love this.
Well, I didn't used to have anything on here, and
was this a stall? Part of a stall?
It was part of a stall.
Okay.
Yes, it was part of a stall.
I like this.
And so
probably doesn't keep the goats out, huh?
It does not keep the goats out. If the goats got loose, this would do nothing.
That's an easy fix.
But I wanted something to, keep them out if somebody did get loose.
Yeah.
So we have the shelves Greg built, and we try to put everything in tubs so that it doesn't
keep the critters out.
Keeps the critters out.
Keeps it from molding.
Keeps it from molding.
Now, do you find the plastic works better versus metal?
Yes, I prefer the plastic. The metal still kind of gets
rusts.
Yeah, it rusts. Still seems to get some moisture.
Yeah.
And that's because
I did the same thing.
We are in the Midwest, Wisconsin. Now, when you're in California, you want metal. I did not believe them because the rats eat through. Like, just annihilate them in a day.
Wow.
Yeah. So
no, but here we're in the Midwest. They grow corn. And what do we get in July, in August? Humidity from the corn.
Yeah, and it rusts.
Especially August, corn sweat. Yeah, and I always used plastic trash bins in it. 20 plus years, the same ones. Never had an issue.
Yeah.
As long as you weren't like dumping fresh feed on top of old feed constantly.
No,
I would go all the way to the bottom and clean it out. And because especially at some point you get all the grain chaff, we'll call it, down, and you clean it all out. And I never had a problem.
I like this shelf. This is really cute.
Yeah, so you got supplements.
It's just like a bookshelf, correct? Like you can get these at Warren's or Menards.
Yeah, exactly.
And very simple.
Yeah.
Easy to make. You don't have to make it hard.
You know what
I love it.
I did? I made these, but I put them in my cat palace. They were my cat walkways.
Oh, awesome.
They loved it.
Cat walks.
They loved it because it was right under the windows. And a south facing window in the winter time. They loved it. But
I love how everybody accommodates the cats.
Yeah.
Hey, they are our rodent control.
That's right.
That's
right. Yes.
So this looks pretty easy, and you got some cabinetry that's up there as well. Is that like first aid, or what you hiding in there?
That has been there since I moved in, and I don't have anything in there.
Okay. So this was an existing feed area. You didn't create this,
right?
Okay. Nice. If it was there, I would imagine it was not a stall at that time.
Yeah. Oh no,
this is great.
I'm sorry.
And it's concrete.
So
I love that.
Yes.
Yes. It's wonderful.
I need more cement in my barn.
No, this was their feed area.
I need more cement. I don't think you can ever have enough cement. Like, I would love to have a cement aisle, and I would have loved to have had a cement tack room, and I would have loved to have had a cement. Well, I did have a cement feed room. You know what I did? I kept it in my garage.
Oh.
Horses could never get into the feed because they couldn't get into the garage.
That's smart. And then is your aisle cemented?
No, it's dirt.
It's dirt, but you got great mats. Can we talk about these?
Sure.
Are these
when I moved in, it was dirt.
Okay.
And I was kind of, sick of dragging dirt in everywhere.
Right.
And it was hard to clean.
All that. Hills and valleys.
Yep. Well, I still have hills and valleys. So this was done in 2013. So it was flat. But since then, when you drive tractors, four-wheelers, things in and out, it's got some hills and valleys.
Or do you have to level it? Do you have to rip the mats back?
Yes. So when we redo this, we will be ripping the mats out. We will need to level it, maybe put down some more sand underneath it, pack it, and then put the mats back.
Is that what's under? Is it just dirt, or what's
there? We did put sand and packed it down.
Okay.
In hindsight, lime fines might have been a better option.
Yeah, those are concrete up.
Yeah.
Where did you find
Farm and Fleet?
These mats?
Got them at Farm and Fleet.
Were they this size, or was it a roll?
it was a roll. We had to cut them.
Yeah, but then you have like perfect.
Yeah,
right? They're cut to exactly.
Exactly.
So like I have the stall mats you can find at Farm and Fleet. They're like 3/4 of an inch thick or whatever, and they're 3x4s. And you know, when you got an aisle like this, you're kind of doing the jigsaw puzzle of what's the best way to figure this out without having to cut everything. But that works great. Was it like a 200-foot roll, or?
I don't remember.
I bet it was big and heavy.
Could you put it in a truck, or
Yes.
did they have to deliver it?
No.
Mine came on a semi.
Oh,
and
really?
they had to unload it with
Fork?
a fork. But then we needed like 6 people to move them, because all those stalls down the middle aisle, we matted, and it's 2 mats, which I love. I wanted to be able to have one whole mat, but they're so heavy.
Yeah.
They're awful.
Yeah. Unless you go to the cow mattress route, and those are very expensive.
Yeah.
As well.
Yeah.
So, because those are light, but extremely expensive. But I like this because I don't know if Mr. Cameraman can see, but she's got it etched and cut out around the corners of the doors. I mean, you've got a little bit of stuff here, but how thick are they? Like we just talked about the stall mats being 3/4 inch thick. These look a little more reasonable to deal with.
It's not very thick. You know.
So I think, is this like a conveyor mat that comes on a big, like, do you remember how they sold it?
I don't remember.
Because that would make sense to me to be like a big conveyor mat.
I don't remember.
But these look
Kind of
about
looks
4
like
wide.
it, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think these are great. I actually really like these.
So hence the little fill-in piece over there. We did just leave that dirt, but then the cats wanted to use it.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, they sure do. We're like, I
like this.
I know.
And they still that's my
They still prefer the dirt.
I had water buckets for her. She still wanted the dirty tack water.
Yeah.
Every single time, and you're like, what are you doing?
Yeah. I like this not only because it's all one piece going, you know, but when you, like you were saying, you're going to pull them up and level it, you're not pulling those god-awful, heavy monster mats. And those things were heavy.
Right.
So I'm guessing that this is just so much easier to deal with.
It is.
Right?
It is very
so
much so.
You just talk to your local farm store and ordered it.
Yeah.
Nice. Love it.
Perfect.
What do you think, Megan?
I need some mats.
Yeah, I think this is a great idea. So cool. Well, thank you for showing us the food for the horses and the goats, right?
Yes.
And the mats. We love that. So what do you think? On to another video, Miss Megan?
The next one.
Make sure you hit the subscribe. Bye, guys.